Welcome, I'm Dr. Melina Roberts, and I'm going to talk today about a therapy that we offer at our clinic called NeuroViscero regulation therapy. And the whole concept behind neurovisceral regulation therapy is understanding how important regulation is in the body. That every tissue, organ, cell in our body needs to be able to properly regulate itself in order for it to properly self-heal and for the body to be able to have a state of homeostasis. What we're doing with this therapy is we are identifying and removing stressors from the system and then allowing the body to properly regulate. Now, how we do this is we do an assessment through the autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system is the part of the nervous system that runs in the background. We don't consciously control it. But we can do some testing through that autonomic nervous system to figure out what those stressors are. Now, when we have a number of those stressors on the body, what happens is that those stressors are like barriers to proper healing and proper regulation. And when you have these stressors lead to inflammation in the body, and they can also obstruct how different organ systems of the body are functioning. So what we're doing is, first of all, we're going to do an assessment. So we're going to assess what those stressors are. Typically, it's multi-causal. Usually there's a number of stressors on the body. But in terms of what those general stressors are, I described as 6 stressors. So there's food sensitivities, immune challenges, heavy metals, environmental toxins, anything physical, and anything emotional. So those are the 6 stressors on the body. And then what we're doing is that as we figure out those stressors, we're also figuring out which organ system that stressor is decreasing the function of. And then what we're going to do is we're going to treat the body in a priority sequence in a very systematic way. So we're going to figure out which of those stressors is priority at this point in time, and then we're going to work on removing that stressor from the system and treating the organ that it's weakening. And by doing this, we are creating a new neural pathway, because what we're going to see is that we're going to see that that system no longer is weakened by that substance, because we're going to retest the body through that autonomic nervous system. And then what should happen is that we should see a strengthening of that nervous system. And when we see that strengthening, we see that new neural pathway where it's no longer being weakened by that stressor. And then what we do is we do something called locking it in. So we want to get the nervous system to hold on to that change we've just made. All right, so I hope that gives you more information about what neurovisceral regulation therapy is and gives you more insight into how it works and why it works and why it's so effective in terms of how we work in our clinic. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to share this with your friends and family, to press the like button, to make a comment below, and until next time, continue to learn, grow, and build health. And we'll see you at the next video.